Hey everybody, going to do a quick cold start of the cb7. It's a 91 Accord EX. Did the leather interior swap with a power seat for driver. It's been a while since I've done anything with this car in a video, so figured I would. The subs are out of it, amps out of it. Still has the Alpine speakers in it. That's basically it. Needs a power steering rack, and I believe the shocks are gonna need replaced. I don't know when they were last replaced, but it's getting pretty bad. Especially with the squeaks. See if it'll do it. It might not, since it just rained. It might be the bushings in this tower specifically, but this one has definitely a lot of squeak in it. Yeah, it's not gonna do it now, but it definitely likes to squeak. I drove it with the broken power steering rack, broken power steering rack, because you can turn this wheel over here and over, have this side all the way up where this one is, without it turning, because the Lincoln just so bad in it. So that needs replaced, so it hasn't been driven daily like it was. However, I did drive it for 72 miles probably about a week ago, or no, it was on Easter. That wasn't quite a week ago, that was probably about 4 days ago. Hold on, let me see what the day is. Let's see, it's Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah, about 4 days ago. I drove it 72 miles, half of it to my sister's and half of it back. But yeah, let's just do a cold start. I fixed a idle issue it had. It just didn't want to run right, and I figured out that one of the plugs was loose. So took them all out, cleaned them up, put them back in, torqued them down, took off the cap, and cleaned up the rotor, reset the timing via the distributor, and it seems to run better. The other day I came out to start it, and it would not stay started unless I had my foot on the gas a little bit. So after I did the plugs, it started up and ran fine. But here we go. No check engine lights. It has a full Megan Racing header and everything, header downpipe, all that's Megan Racing all the way to the back. But from further inspection, I believe the dude that sold it to us gave us a Spec D muffler, which I believe is eBay. I haven't really looked into it, so that's just a guess. But yeah, it's not a Megan Racing muffler on the back, which kind of sucks, but it does sound decent. I mean, it's not great, but like I said, it sounds decent. A leather interior. It's not super clean, but it's not super dirty either in here. It's been a lot worse than this. There's some shirts and stuff. Got my skateboard. Did keep the burgundy belts, burgundy trim, and carpet. But if we do not sell this, which I hope we don't, it will eventually get either all gray parts, or might do black leather if we can find it. Definitely gonna have to get a black SE dash, because if we have everything else, you know, different color, and the dash is still burgundy, it would just look terrible. We were also talking about taking out the headliner and A pillar, B pillar, C pillar, and painting those also with some vinyl paint. But you know, that's all just future plans that may or may not happen. Also sounds like it has a serpentine belt squeak, probably just because it rained. But yeah, those are future plans for it. It's at 315,000 almost. Like, it's right about there. So I believe it's due for a timing belt, water pump, and tensioner change, which I have all the parts. I just really don't have nothing to drop out the engine or drop the side safely without breaking anything. So I'll probably still get it done somehow or another, but you know, I haven't inspected it to see if it needs cut off or what, because sometimes they'll be on there so tight that when you take off the tensioner, they'll just still be tight. At least I've been told. But yeah, I need to check it for brittleness, see if there's any cuts or teeth missing on it, etc. And then it's going to be kind of difficult to do the timing belt and water pump on this, because as all of you that own one of these vehicles know, it's right up against the driver's side, and there's so many accessories you have to take off, and basically have to drop the driver's side engine mount, and I think the front and back engine mounts. Sorry, rattle was getting on my nerves, but yeah, I think that's what you need to do to get to the timing belt. But if we do that, definitely gonna replace the serpentine belt. And yes, I know there's two timing belts, and I have the Daco kit. I've had it for quite a while, probably close to a year now I've had it, just haven't had time to do it, or the tools, you know. It will get done though. I'm not risking murdering this engine due to timing belt snapping and valves bending and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just talking out my ass with all these plans, basically, because I don't know if we're going to sell it or not. But hopefully those things get done, you know. I'm going to cut this clip and do a walk around while it's running real fast. Oh yes, we're missing a brush guard on the driver door. Why? Because we took it off. It was already rusting through right there, and it looks like it's starting to at the bottom. Eventually get a new driver door. We got all new pieces though. We just haven't put them on because we plan to do body work and whatnot, but I think this is new. It's just not clipped in correctly. They didn't send us all the clips. Damn you, Majestic Honda. But yeah, we bought all the parts from them, and I guess they didn't send all of them, and they will not refund the money because they will not respond to any emails or calls. Okay, rust. Definitely rusty there. Probably poke through that if I poked it hard enough. People say to take this stuff off because, you know, that collects water, but it's already there, so why not just leave it? This is through right here. Oh yep, down to the door jamb. See, that's why we're contemplating getting rid of it, because all the rust on it. But this car drives like no other, honestly, for being completely stock. Other than, you know, the little work that we put into it, it drives like no other. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, rust here. There's a little hole in it. It looks like the paint cracked and it's starting to rust there. Definitely rusted through here. Rusted down to the door jamb again. Some of that's possibly repairable, but I mean, we did buy new quarter panels, but don't know if it's worth putting the money into it, seeing as it is, you know, 24-year-old car. But you know, rust there, rust through the marker. These are metal on the inside. Dissected the rusted one from the driver door. I put a wagon fuse cover in here just because it's blue. Do have the original one inside though, in case, you know, because I know some of these fuses are filled in. Old battery terminals broke, so we put new ones on, and these ones are even crappier. So eventually get different ones. There's probably a bunch of wind noise in this, and I apologize for that. Put a new clutch in, new flywheel, like I said, Megan exhaust. Sounds like serpentine belts squeaking. I've done full synthetic oil changes since we've owned it every 3,000 miles on the dot. And this winter we did Mobile Super or something like that. Mobile Gold Cap 5W30 non-synthetic just for the winter. Because it got super cold this winter, worse than it has been. Honda battery still in it, still works good. Has not let us down. Alternator's good, obviously, hasn't let us down. So yeah, like I said, it's mostly stock, mostly. You know, we've done a couple visual mods, but nothing too bad. Probably going to take those off. They don't look good with, you know, non-black housed headlights. Oh, if you guys didn't notice already, put the eBay red clears on here, 50/50s, whatever you want to call them. These ones that we got do appear to have some water in them, I believe. Well, last time it rained super hard, they fogged up a little bit. I know the corner lights do. They get water in them and they fog. This one in particular, yeah, you can see it. Bumper lights are also black housed eBay ones, but like I said, everything on this is held up pretty well, minus the power steering rack and pump. Hopefully we'll be getting remanufactured or one with a lifetime warranty. So if it goes out again, take it off and take it back. Get a new one. But that's always squeaked since we've had it. Now it squeaks sometimes, but it does not work as well as it should. Kinetica tires, they're terrible. They're Kinetica Kenda radial. Okay, he got brand new tires all the way around, and he put less than 20,000 miles on them, and they were wore down so bad. I think he has all 4 brand new on it now, but still they wear down way too fast. Way too fast. Like, the front ones were bald, so I put them on the back, and the back ones were already halfway gone. Like I said, less than 20,000 miles. Pretty bad. I've cleaned the EGR and ports. I believe I cleaned the throttle body. We seafoamed it, changed the oil, you know, whatever recommended time was after, I forget at this point. It's been a while. But it does run good for the mileage on it, or at least I believe so. It just goes to show if you maintain things that they'll run as long as you keep maintaining them. Here, get a shot back here. .5K red lines for the win. But yeah, like I said, it's a good car. Buy one. Rust or no rust. Better to get no rust. So you can have a really nice one. But even if it has rust, weight reduction, airflow, whatnot. Conclusion. Did a great cold start. Still runs good to this day. Buy one if you want a dependable car for somewhat cheap.